Okay, back at Six Flags Magic Mountain, and you guys gotta remember where I parked because I might forget. So we're in full throttle, F5. Okay, you gotta remember that because I'm parked way out here. Full throttle is pretty far. So let's get our steps in and make our way into the park. I love these solar panels. They help so much when it comes to a nice shady walk to the park. Because let me tell you, before they installed these, it was pretty brutal. They're massive, by the way. They are massive sets of solar panels. And it's nice that the park is being powered by them. I think everything's turned on at least. I would think so. And what's cool upon pulling up to the park, you can really see how vibrant Goliath is. It looks really good. So shout out to the crew that has been painting Goliath these past few weeks. It looks like it's almost done. So I wouldn't be surprised if they start cycling it here very, very soon and then open it back up for our enjoyment. Because yeah, it's been a minute since I've done Goliath. And yeah, it's looking really good. Looking really, really good. I wonder what the next attraction is gonna be as far as a paint job is concerned. I'm not really sure. I feel like they've covered all the big heavy hitters. I mean, unless I'm just not paying attention. What's fading in the park? I'm trying to think off the top of my head and I can't think of anything. I'll get better shots of it when we're in the park. Since the sun is facing us, it's kind of hard to tell, but when we get around the other end, like towards Bugs Bunny Land, I'll get a better view of it because yeah, it looks really, really good. It stands out quite a bit. It's like when it first opened long ago. Okay, yeah, they still have this section. I could just tell right off the bat. They still have this section to go, and then the drop off right before the Helix of Death. But everything else looks to, oh wait, no, they still need to do the drop. But yeah, other than that, it's looking good. And then of course, we have Scream and Twisted Colossus doing its thing. I think Twisted Colossus just stepped off. Yeah, it's over there, the high five element. I'm also expecting the park to be very busy today. And like I had mentioned in the Knott's Berry Farm vlog, just keep that in mind if you are coming to the parks. What am I doing? I gotta get in the shade over here. Let's continue walking in the shade. But yeah, if you are coming to the parks, just brace for impact for crowds. It's gonna be a doozy. And for those wondering, Six Flags is not gonna be doing a New Year's Eve celebration. I believe they close at 10 o'clock, 10 or 10:30 that night. So if you see this in the next couple days before the new year, just a heads up. And to be honest, I don't know why Six Flags is not doing a New Year's Eve celebration. They've done some pretty spectacular firework displays in the past. I mean, they've done some really big fireworks before, so I'm not really sure why they're not doing it this year. I don't think they did it last year either. It's kind of a bummer, because yeah, I've seen their fireworks before, and they're really cool. And just like that, I've made it in the park. And one thing I'm already noticing, the park atmospheric music, it has been toned down a little bit, which is a nice welcome change. Thank you. Because the music, again, doesn't have to be extremely loud. It needs to just be there as background music. It doesn't need to be in your face. So I like that it's toned down a little bit. Yeah, even from this angle right here in the front of the park, you can see how vibrant Goliath is. It looks so good. Especially on a beautiful day like today, it really pops. And before we get the ball rolling, hello everyone, my name is Dylan and thank you so much for tuning back into another theme park obsession video. Yeah, we're cruising around Six Flags Magic Mountain today. Now, I gotta warn you, this is gonna be a very nerd heavy video because I've gotten some word on X that work has started back up at the new coaster project. Well, slightly. So we're gonna check out that, we're gonna talk a lot about that today. And then there's some other things in the park I wanted to check up on. So, how about you and I dive right in. You see how excited these two are to enjoy this Coke Zero? Well, that's how excited I'm gonna be once Magic Mountain resumes work on their all-new 2026 roller coaster. That's gonna be my face right there. I was expecting a little bit more of a crowd up here in the front, but it's actually not that bad. Full Throttle's line is not too crazy. I've waited in worse for Full Throttle. I've been here and that thing is completely full, but we're not going to let Full Throttle distract us. We're going to go straight to the project site at the former Golden Bear Theater to see what's going on. Oh, it looks like Lex Luthor's Drop of Doom is temporarily down. You can see the cars are just about a little bit more than halfway up the tower. They're moving a little bit. I saw them move, say about a couple minutes ago. So I wonder if they're doing a little test or something to try to get the bad boy back open, or if it's just down for today. I wouldn't think that it would be down for today since it's a busy holiday week here at the park. So maybe it's just a temporary thing and they'll get it open here in the next hour or so. But yeah, I was told on X that some new markers are starting to show up around the site, which is very exciting. Finally, we're starting to see some movement, which might indicate that maybe sometime in January or February, we might see some serious movement on this new project. Because like I said in the previous Magic Mountain video, I mean, yeah, they gotta get started. If they wanna meet that 2026 deadline, they gotta get started here very, very soon. So maybe sometime in January or February, we'll see some serious development over here. But let me see if I can find these new markers. Oh yeah, right here on the ground. Okay, so we got some spray paint markings right there. And they lead to this area. Oh, looks like the biggest part of the drop is gonna go right in here. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, it's a tight spot for us to fit in, but we might make it. And then you can kind of see over here, oh yeah, some new spray paint has popped up, some more orange. It's the most vibrant. This green has been here for a minute. I mean, this green might be newer, but yeah, this orange is the latest. And I'm not really seeing anything over here. Again, this is all probably, pointing towards some plumbing, the infrastructure that's needed for the new ride. Yeah, they got to hook this thing up to the rest of the park, so it makes sense. And as far as the hillside goes, I'm not seeing anything different here from this vantage point, other than Crazanity slowly starting its ride cycle. And as far as any spray paint on the big, massive concrete stadium section, I'm not seeing anything new there. I think it's just this right here. But hey, it's something new, right? It's something that is pointing in the right direction. I mean, literally it's pointing right at me. But hey, I will take it. Because for a while there, we weren't really seeing anything. And I was getting a little worried that they might not meet their deadline. But hey, finally, we're getting something. So I would think after the holiday season is over, which is just in a few days, they might have a bunch of crew out here to get started on this thing, because it's a massive project. It goes all the way over here to Full Throttle and then over to the flat rides over closest to Goliath's entrance. So it's a pretty sizable piece of property. And as far as an official announcement, we haven't gotten that just yet, besides knowing that it's a roller coaster and that it's the first of its kind in North America. So that's all we've got to work with. We're not really sure of the manufacturer. We're not really sure of the opening date. And yeah, we're not really sure what kind of records it's going to be holding. It could be something low to the ground. It could be something really tall. We have no idea. And we're going to find out here very, very quick, because if they start work in January or February, we're going to get a really good idea of, one, how huge this thing is. And then eventually, once they start putting up the support columns, we'll see how tall this thing ends up being. As far as the height is concerned, I don't think we're going above the tree line here. I think we're gonna stick lower to the ground. That's just my guess. I could be wrong though. I mean, this thing could be really tall. It could be 200 feet tall for all I know. But I think they have purchased something that is low to the ground. These trees, by the way, I don't think they're surviving. I think they're gonna take the trees down. So let's hope, fingers crossed, that they have a new idea for some hardscape and greenery going on. But yeah, as far as its height, I don't know. That's my best guess, is like right up here. It's gonna be tall, but I don't think it's gonna be like insane. And the orange markers go over here. Let's see. Oh, there's some more over here. Let's check these out. This is also the spot where I spotted like one of the very first markers. So the arrow's pointing that way, so they might be working on some backstage stuff here very, very soon. And they have this right here. It's leading from the main section of the project. And then same thing over here, I'm not seeing any new flags or any new markings on the trees just yet. These markings have been here for quite some time, and they haven't spruced these up. These kind of lead into Bugs Bunny World. There's some over here as well, but I think this all has to do, again, with just rigging the new thing up to the park's current infrastructure. So we'll see how that all is played out here in the next few months. I'm not seeing anything over here either. It's looking the same. Some of these markings are starting to fade just because it's been so long. Again, look at Goliath. Wow. Yeah, and this is pretty much the end of it right here. Like you can see one of the flags right there and maybe another one right here. So like right here is about as far as they're gonna go. As of right now, that could change, but that's all we can see. Get out of the way, Candy Cane. So yeah, it's a big project. It's not a tiny ride at all. This is a pretty sizable roller coaster. This is gonna be a cool sight line over here too, like leading up towards Goliath and Drop of Doom and all that fun stuff. Just standing right here looking towards Full Throttle, I think it's gonna look pretty awesome once it's all complete. I wasn't expecting to see anybody today, but there are some crew members on some equipment right now, working on Goliath. Yeah, they've pretty much done more than half of the drop, and then they've started working their way down the lift hill. The difference in color is so insane. I've said that a couple times in the previous Six Flags videos. I mean, you really can see how faded she was. Making my way over to Scream because I've heard that there are some markings over there to check out, so we're gonna see those. But also, look, the restrooms have gone vertical, so that's nice to see. I'm just really happy with the overall restroom projects around the park. This spot definitely needed an upgrade. The restrooms here were so tiny. So I'm hoping that they at least double the capacity in here. Either way, I'm just happy for something that is refreshed because these ones were really outdated. Ooh, wow, look at the line for Twisted Colossus. That is a bit lengthy. I would say that's at least a 40-minute wait right there. I wonder if they're running less trains today. Oh, wow, look at the line for Scream. I haven't seen that in a long time. My goodness, see, that's when you know the park is busy. When Scream has a line way out here, yeah, just get ready for that. Now, I'm not sure where these markers are, and I'm not gonna be super obnoxious. I'm just gonna kind of go where I'm allowed to go. Scream is a good ride, by the way, if you've never been on it. It's not too bad. I think my favorite that I've done recently, well, not recently, but a couple years ago, was Medusa at Six Flags Discovery Kingdom up north. My buddy Carter and I did that, and that was like one of my favorite floorless roller coasters. But when it comes to Scream, yeah, I dig it. I don't know if I'd wait what it's posted right now. It's got a pretty lengthy line. And I've been here many times before where the line is non-existent. It's a total walk-on. So yeah, I'm not gonna jump in line for it right now. Maybe we can catch it going through its first inversion. I would hope that they're running 2 train ops. They're only doing 1 train ops. Oh my goodness, that's probably why the line is long. Which is odd because there was another attraction that was, Full Throttle was running 1 train ops too. All right, there she goes. Oh no, they're doing 2 train ops. I was like, wait a minute, that would be brutal for this one. Because usually when they're doing 2 train ops, it goes by pretty quick. Okay, I'm not seeing anything over here at Scream. And, oh wait, here we go. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything on the ground or backstage or anything. So I don't know, maybe I'll have to ride the attraction and maybe go through the exit. I'm not gonna do that right now. It's too busy and I don't wanna disturb, I don't wanna disrupt anything. I just went up here through the Flash Pass entrance, which by the way, if you do have Flash Pass, you just walk straight through the exit and up these stairs and then boom, you'll be right here. But yeah, maybe it's on the other side as far as the markers are concerned. I don't know what the markers will be for unless they have some sort of landscaping idea for this. Because Scream is a parking lot coaster, just like Colossus. And I would even say Goliath is a parking lot coaster. So, hey, if they do some landscaping here, I dig it. I've always said that they should do something. Maybe plant some trees right here to kind of create a little bit of a berm. Or, I mean, if they have plans for Scream in general, I don't see them taking Scream out. It's a pretty solid roller coaster. I don't think anything's wrong with it. And I don't think it's one of those rides that is very expensive to maintain. So maybe it's just a landscaping thing they got going on in the future. I'll keep an eye on it for y'all that are interested. Yeah, wouldn't some trees like right here be really nice? And they can rip up all the concrete and maybe do some wood chips or something, you know, maybe with some cool rocks. That'd be, oh, here we go. People are getting ready to disembark on their journey. Their amazing journey through all this twisted steel. There they go. It's the most intense part of the ride right here. This is kind of a cool shot underneath the station, like where the load and unload is located. You can see the mechanics that are like right underneath where you're walking, and those platforms lower and push off towards the side so then the train can traverse the course. So that's kind of cool. A little coaster nerd moment right there for you. And now another thing really quickly that's over by Scream is a lot of people have been noticing some crates with what looks to be some LSMs where usually they store stuff. They store a lot of items over by Scream. It's been like a staging area for a few years now. They've staged quite a few pieces of different rides and things for the park over there. And a lot of people are noticing some LSMs which look to be from Superman in that location. Now, I didn't see any when I was over there at the Flash Pass entrance, but that kind of fuels the fire of, you know, Superman not being here much longer, which is kind of a bummer. You know, Superman is so iconic, but I understand that it is expensive to run, and the company right now is doing what they can to save some money and improve the efficiency of their parks. If they can replace a lot of these older rides with some new ones that are way more efficient and don't cost as much money to run, well, then that's what they're gonna do. And they'll take those old LSMs and maybe sell them for parts or do whatever they can to salvage what they can for Superman. So if that area is open up there, we'll make our way up to Superman to check that out. If not, again, I'm not gonna go out of my way to try to get some shots of it. I'm gonna be respectful to the park. But we'll go up there and see if it's open. But since Superman is SBNO, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to walk over towards its exit today. So we're gonna check anyway. But interesting stuff if those are the LSMs for Superman and they are shipping them off back to the manufacturer or just to another third-party person that can do something with them. Very interesting stuff. Yeah, I can't really tell from this vantage point if the LSMs are on Superman's launch. It's very hard to tell. I'll try to zoom in for you, but I cannot tell from this vantage point. I mean, I could try different angles over here and go over to the bumper cars and see, but yeah, I'm not noticing if they're there or not, just because of the way the track is built. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, the pathway up to Samurai Summit is open, and we're gonna do our cardio today, even though I already went to the gym. Today was arm day. Did biceps and triceps, but it looks like I'm doing legs right now too. This hill's always so brutal. Okay, it looks like the Superman Plaza has been blocked off. So yeah, I'm not gonna go over there. I'm just gonna assume that those LSMs are from Superman because they look like they're from Superman. And maybe if we're lucky, if they are gonna just go ahead and take Superman out, at least up until the tower, because you know they're gonna probably keep Lex Luthor. Maybe they can take care of all of this as well in like a big refurb up here, because yeah, the fence has seen better days. That side of the fence has seen better days. And then they could probably do something with the Laughing Dragon Pizza Company building. I brought up a really good idea last time I was here, and I think they should do some sort of lounge that kind of overlooks the Full Throttle area. You can do a beautification project over there. Oh, is Full Throttle coming? No, not yet. But yeah, you can do something over in this corner to make it look really pretty, maybe a cool water feature or something, bring back some of the waterfalls that used to be over here. And then, you know, actually use this building again. So yeah, I don't know, we'll keep an eye on it. I have no idea what's gonna be happening after the 2026 coaster project, but this could be potentially the next thing. You never know. And they could be using, you know, reusing the tower for something. They could do another attraction on it if they really wanted to. I don't think the tower is not suitable for anything new on it. I think they could probably do something new with it. The question would be though, would the company want to spend that kind of money on something like that versus maybe a built from the ground up coaster that they know is going to be efficient? So I don't know. And here at the top of Samurai Summit, Tatsu is back open. Yeah, last time I was here, it was closed. So it's nice to see it running. And just for good measure, there isn't any work happening over here at the Sky Tower. The park president did confirm a while ago that the Sky Tower will reopen in the next few years, hopefully. But we're not seeing any work just yet. And I don't know if we're gonna see any work anytime soon, maybe sometime at the end of 2025, if we're lucky. I think the park is focusing on other projects like the restroom projects and of course the new coaster project for 2026. Almost made it down the hill, survived another trip up and down the Magic Mountain. Yeah, not too many updates today. I mean, I'm glad we have some slight movement happening over at the former Golden Bear Theater site on the park's newest roller coaster. That is yet to be announced on what it's going to be. Maybe when they start work in January, they'll make the official announcement. I'm just assuming that they're going to start work in January. You never know. There's a lot of people enjoying the carousel today. It's nice. I think Revolution is down temporarily, just like Lex Luthor was. Magic Mover, I think Magic Mover is open, right? Or is this temporarily down too? Oh no, it's open. Okay. Oh, there goes Tatsu. We get a nice shot of it going through its pretzel loop. One of the best elements on the ride, I think. One of the best elements in general in the coaster world. It's up there. That's where a lot of people end up blacking out too, because they just can't handle it. It's intense. I was wondering where the gifts were. Yeah, you know what? One of these probably has the plans for the new roller coaster, and they just haven't opened it up yet, and that's probably why they haven't made the announcement. But I went in the cafe to treat myself to a vanilla latte because with my past discount, I can get a Starbucks vanilla latte for cheaper than getting it at Starbucks. So there you go. I have the Diamond Elite Pass, so I get 50% off a lot of the items in the park, which is a pretty good deal. And that's why I continue to keep that pass. I mean, the discounts are insane. And as I'm nearing the exits, I'm loving the greenery that the park is doing as of late. I love to see it. Makes everything look beautiful. It's that little beautification that makes the biggest difference. And I'm glad Magic Mountain is investing a little bit into beautification, including their restrooms. Oh, there goes Revolution in the background. I don't know if y'all caught it, but it's back open. So that's cool. That was quick, super efficient. Overall, it was a pretty solid day at Six Flags Magic Mountain. Did a full lap around the park, well, except for the underground. Didn't really need to do the underground. But we checked up on a few things, including the former Golden Bear Theater site, home to that 2026 coaster, which hopefully will start construction here very, very soon. The fact that they're spray painting the ground again and new markers are starting to show up, it's a good sign that the project has not been shelved and they hopefully move forward with it. Because yeah, how exciting, a brand new roller coaster. We don't know what kind of roller coaster it's gonna be, but it's exciting nonetheless. And because I'm waiting for them to start work, I might hold off doing a Six Flags video next week. I might wait an additional week. I'll just play it by ear, but I'm leaning more towards that because I want them to start construction. Because when they do, then we'll have a little bit more to talk about. Because right now it's, it's few and far between when it comes to talking about some updates. Let's see, what section am I in? I'm in Crazy-anity. Okay, still got a 3-day walk to go. Still getting my cardio in. But yeah, once they start construction, then we'll really get into doing some weekly updates from Magic Mountain. But there you have it. There's your update from Six Flags Magic Mountain. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you can let me know by smashing the thumbs up button. And if you're new to the channel and you love these updates from Magic Mountain or some of your other favorite theme parks, well, you should consider subscribing because I have brand new videos every single week that you won't want to miss out on. And also, be sure to check me out on Instagram and X. Those links will be down below in the description. 2025 is going to be a great year for the channel. I think there's going to be a lot to talk about at Six Flags Magic Mountain in 2025. So I'm really looking forward to it. And I hope all of you are looking forward to it as well. But until the next video, I hope you have a beautiful day, morning, evening, whatever it is. I'll see you next time in the parks. Bye.